Hello crafty friends and welcome back to Alessa's Corner. I'm Alessa and today I'm showing you my card for Craft Roulette episode 283. We had the pleasure of meeting once again Katarina Torta and the parameters were so fun. It was card for nerd or nerdy card, color palette beach colors, element hip, and animal print has random. Let me walk you through my creative process and how I brought all these ideas together. Here's the final card that I made for this week. Okay, so right away you'll see that there's a bold background with those diagonal sections, mixed animal print and tropical florals. I have used Crafty Owl sheetload of card for the month of September 2025 to create my card. I used her sketched because it was appropriate to what I had in mind, right? So, and the animal print brings in the random in the challenge with the florals and soft colors, give us the beachy vibe. And I do love the balance between the two. It's bold, but still warm and inviting. So let's start with my focal point. The centerpiece is this beautiful image of a young reader, hip teenager, right? I will say that. And she's sitting on a giant open book, and that's from Betty Penny first chapter paper pad and stamp set. So she is completely absorbed in her story, and the glowing hearts and the swirling of stars and floating hearts around her make it feel like it's magical. And this is where the nerdy part comes in, celebrating the joy of reading and knowledge. It's nerdy, but in the best way, super inspiring. And for the sentiment, I used a powerful quote from Margaret Fuller that was also part of Betty Penny stamp set. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. I stepped it inside a circular frame and layered it into the bottom left corner. It reinforces the nerdy theme while tying the card together with, clean, bold design. And of course, it's a very hip way of saying that knowledge is cool. And let me share some extra details that I have in that. Like, for example, the black matting around that focal image make it pop against the busy background. So the diagonal cut also, gives the movement and makes feel like it's a piece of puzzle that we're working in. It's trendy. And there I say hip look. I also added, that paper that has that metallic dots of shimmer, which keeps the card lively, almost like sunlight reflecting on the beach. Imagine that with the warm breeze. So let me do a recap of Craft Roulette parameters. The first, it's a project. The project is a card for a nerd or a nerdy card, represented by the girl reading, celebrating bookish love. The colors, beach colors. We have the soft sand, the aqua, the coral, and the tropical greens show up in the background paper. Element, hip. The trendy diagonal layout and modern sentiment styling give it that hip look, and she's a hip teenager. The random animal print, and of course those bold leopard print panels on opposite corners make the design pop. I had such a great time with this challenge and also showcasing it in the community showcase with Mary and Irene this past Saturday. It pushed me to mix patterns and themes I don't usually combine, but it turned out so fun. So on your end, if you enjoyed this project, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my future Craft Roulette cards or any other project that I might share with you. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. See you next week. Bye.